Hey everyone, I am here doing an initial review of the Berghaus Crusader 3, the MMPS Rucksack, the multiple mission packing system. I've taken it out on a couple of excursions. I've loaded it with some pretty significant weight. I think I was 91 pounds at my largest loadout, doing about a 7-kilometer trek. And it did quite well. So I'm just going to talk about a couple of the things that I like and that I think could use some improvement, and then I'll leave it with you. So got the bag from the boys at LV Equipment in Nederland, and that's the Netherlands, Holland. And yeah, that was great that they were able to work with me to get it here, because there's no real North American distributor for the Berghaus tactical products. So it was a bit of a challenge to get it here, but we managed, and I'm happy for it. So it's a 90 plus 20 pack system, so one of the larger bags on the market, an expedition kit. So it's got the 90 and the 20 is the 210s that are the removable pockets on the side. So it's a modular system. These zip off, and then you can zip them together, the two of them together, and then it comes with a strap system, so you can hook it up like it's a backpack. Okay, so that happens on both sides, and you can see that it's got the ski clips on both the bags and the pack itself. So very nice in that regard. It is a top load system, and there's always the debate between top load and front load, and I too was on the fence as to whether I was looking for a top load or a front load bag, and I ended up going with the top load, and I think I'm happy. I think the debate is that if you want to get at something, then with a top load you always have to open it, pull out stuff to get at what it is that you want. But I think with a front load, you're pretty much going to be dealing with similar issues, because you've got the MOLLE on the bag, and you're going to have additional, or the potential for additional modules or bags to be attached to the exterior. So you might be just looking at removing your ground sheet or whatever else you've got attached just to get access to the front load as well. So 6 of one, half dozen of the other. It's really easy and secure, and with the lower compartment, you still do have access to the bottom of the main compartment through the bottom access. Right, so you can open that up and still get at the bottom of your kit in the main bag, or you can just extend the entire bag right through to the bottom compartment as well. So nice flexibility that way. Okay, as far as getting kit and whatnot in goes, packs a lot, and it packs well. It's got very durable zippers. It's got the Armadura 1000D fabric, which is fairly robust. It's a nice high wear fabric, which is done quite well. The layout of the bag I really like, where it's got the grab handles front and back for moving the bag is quite nice. The strapping system is quite nice. The buckles are great. They are plastic, which at the end of the day was a bit of a struggle for me, because in the cold temperatures, becoming brittle, and just the wear. One thing I've noticed on these ski cinches, just the plastic mountings themselves, it's just a little bit of wear and pressure on them, and you can see that the plastic is already starting to strain and starting to tear. So that was one thing I wasn't too stoked on. So because when you're bugging out and you got to get stuff strapped and secured, and it might be of some significant weight, you want to know that that's going to stay put, right, and that's not going to tear off. So that might have been something that I would have looked at doing differently, maybe with some D-rings or something like that. Just keep it simple. The side bags are really nice, these 10-liter side bags. We've got a top zipper, which is great. Okay, get the kit in there, zip it back up again, and then it's got these little buckles on there, which are too small. I think they're a real pain to kind of get on and off, especially when the bag is full. Not having any cinch, any adjustment, makes it a bit of a hassle too, dealing with those little buckles. But so that would be something that I'd like to change. Get a cinch on there, maybe even just use a slightly bigger buckle, which would be great. But otherwise, great concept with the ability to stitch these two bags together and use it as a day bag. So if you're going to go on a small trek or something like that, or set up, yeah, whatever it is that you want to do. The MOLLE on the bag is nice. I think I would like MOLLE on the side bags as well. That would be a nice additional feature. And then just slightly larger loops for the MOLLE would be nice. It's pretty tough to get a buckle through these unless it's a very small buckle. So you are limited in that regard to what it is you're going to be strapping on there. You know, you're definitely not getting a buckle this big through the MOLLE on this bag. So that would be a change I would do. The top load is quite nice. The additional strapping that they've got on here is a great system. It's easy to cinch and secure. The top bag itself has front and back adjustments, so you can slack off the back and build that up and get some additional kit in there and secured. The only thing about the top pocket that I found a bit of an annoyance was that typically when my bag is full and whatnot, I'll be laying it down on the strap side, and I want to get access to my quick grab pocket here on the top. But the zipper for the access is on the back of the pocket instead of the front of the pocket, which I would have preferred. And then conversely, on the other side, where you've got the inside, so you have two compartments, a top compartment and a bottom compartment in this, and same thing, the zipper for it is on this side as opposed to being on this side, where you might be able to get at it quicker. So yeah, so I'm not sure where the logic came in placement for that, but I would have preferred it to be the other way around. The MOLLE on the top, which is nice. See, these straps are farther apart, so you can get buckles through there. Comes with these ice pick little doodads for securing ice picks, which is nice for additional things. I secure my saw with that. Okay. On the back side, the support system is really nice. The strapping is very secure, and the level of adjustment is great. Like I said, I was hauling 91 pounds, and it carried the load really well. The only thing I didn't like was that on the hip belt, there's a decent amount of padding on there. However, when you've got that hip belt on and you're carrying the weight, I have another utility belt that I'll typically wear, so that means that hip belt is going to sit a little higher. It's not going to straddle my hip, it's going to sit kind of on top of my hip. And the hip belt on this is nicely done. I really like the strapping system with the quick release. That's a great system. It's got a stiffener, feels like a plastic stiffener in between the two sides of foam on it, but there's no foam on the bottom, right? So you can feel right there the edge of that stiffener, and carrying that heavy weight, you want to carry all that weight on your hip, right? That's your strongest pivot, and with that belt being a bit higher, that plastic web was just digging into my hip bone, and over the duration of the hike, it got quite painful, and I'll insert a picture there as to what it looked like as well. So right there, it would have been nice to have had that foam kind of wrapping around the hip belt so that there's a little bit of protection from that plastic stiffener there. Yeah, so other than that, great system, great bag. I'm really happy with it. Just starting to get it out there and put it through some trials, so I'll probably end up posting another review. But yeah, so that's the Berghaus Crusader 3 90+20 bag, Armadura 1000D fabric, very strong and high wear resistance. Great strapping system, and yeah, so looking forward to getting out there and giving it some more time in the bush. All right, hope you found this useful. You can post a comment if you have any questions or need any further explanation. Enjoy the outdoors.